Okay, so we want someone with the closest answer to the number of candies in the jar. So I could do the number of candies in the jar minus the number of candies guessed. So for Katie, there were 734 candies in the jar minus 743, her guess. I have positive 734 and negative 743. I know that this number is more negative. It's 9 more negative, so I have negative 9. For Kagore, I had 734 candies in the jar minus 728, her guess, and I got 6. For Andy, he was off by 20, and Kathleen, negative 12. There's one problem with these results. We want to know who was the closest to the number of candies in the jar. Katie's guess was off by 9. She guessed 743, and she was actually over by 9. She went too high. So in this case, a negative sign means we were over our guess. Kagore was 6 candies off. She was under. She guessed 728. 728 is less than 734. So in this case, a positive 6 would mean that she was under. Andy guessed 714, and that was 20 candies away from the answer. Kathleen was also over. She guessed 746. So she was 12 units above. The positive and negatives mean something in this context. The negatives mean that we were above the guess, like Katie and Kathleen. For Kagore and Andy, however, they guessed below the number of candies in the jar, so they wound up with a positive answer based on our model. Remember, I shouldn't really care about the negative and positives here. I just want to know who was the closest to the number of candies in the jar. I'm only concerned with how far away everyone's guess was from 734. I don't care if the result was negative or positive. If I want to know the absolute difference, I should use absolute value. This was the symbol that we saw at the start of this lesson. Absolute value is the distance from 0. It just says how far away we are from 0. So Katie's guess was really 9 candies off. Kagore's guess was 6 candies off. Andy's guess was 20 units off. And Kathleen's guess was 12 units off. Notice that the absolute value took the positive result of all the numbers. Let's look at this in another example.